the Paramount Warner Brothers merger. This is crazy. When I heard this was real wild to me because I thought Warner Brothers didn't have money. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was hemorrhaging money. I know Paramount is going through it supposedly, but this is why I don't. A lot of people, I see a lot of people kind of praising this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is good. I don't believe in taking one corporation and you know what I'm saying, one big corporation putting another big corporation because it gets rid of, for one thing, it gets rid of creativity. It gets rid of competition and things of that nature. So um that's why I don't like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because now I think that's why a lot of the movies suffer too, because all the big studios own everything. Like all the big studios own everything. You can't get away from Disney. You can't get away from Warner Brothers. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It's only 5 studios really in Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like, so I think the more studios, the better. That way, if Warner Brothers won't take my movie, I can go over to Paramount. If Paramount won't take my movie, I can go over to Disney. If Disney won't take it, I can, you know what I'm saying? I can just keep going down, you know what I'm saying? Lot to lot to lot. But in this case, if it's only 3, you only got 3 options. You know what I mean? So, but this is coming from CNN Business. Says the risk and rewards of Warner Brothers Discovery Paramount merger. Um, like I said, picture this: you select one app on your TV, phone, or computer, and everything you could ever dream of watching, from live football games to Succession, is just about every hit movie imaginable is all there. But Warner Brothers Discovery and Paramount talks to a potential merger that could one day become reality. WB D CEO David Zaslav met on Tuesday with Paramount Global CEO Bob Bakish, and they broached a potential merger between the two companies. The two people familiar with the matter told CNN, but an offer is not in the works, and one isn't likely until spring if it happens at all. Um, let's see. Let's go through this real quick. Says that's because of a tax provision that was used to facilitate the WBD Discovery merger that would tax WBD more heavily if it pursues an additional merger before April. Because remember, they already merged. Remember, WB just merged with Discovery, or somebody bought somebody. I can't remember how it went. So they already merged. So they're saying that if they merged again, they will take a big tax hit. I don't know how, you know, I ain't no tax person, but to be a big tax hit against them. The cost of that combined subscription will likely be more affordable than what you'll currently pay for the two services individually. That's what they're saying. They're saying, so if they combine the services, instead of you paying for Max and then paying for Paramount Plus, you know, you just be paying for that one fee, which is dope. In essence, that's dope. That sounds good in essence, right? You're only paying for one service. But is it going to be good product that they put out? Because like I said, now you're only dealing with one studio, one. Consumers will see the biggest savings for an ad tier subscription as opposed to an ad-free one. He added that's because the combined subscription will become a lot more appealing to advertisers and lead them to ramp up spending. Ultimately, the goal is reach. The more reach you provide advertisers, the more they like it. That's, of course, assuming the deal survives the inevitable regulatory hurdles it will face. But there's another not so little problem. Both companies are saddled with mountains of debt. Like I said, they both broke. They broke. Neither one of them got money. WB ain't got no money. Paramount ain't got no money. Regardless of all the dopeness that they be putting out on these streaming services, Paramount got some dopeness over there. We know how HBO, Warner Brothers, and Max, we know what they got over there. They always leading Emmy leading TV shows and dramas and things of that nature. But they broke. They broke. Says it may not be the perfect marriage if a deal goes ahead. This is what Darren Nathan, head of equity research at Hargroves, said on in a note Tuesday. Spokespeople for Paramount, spokespeople and Warner Brothers Discovery declined to comment on the potential merger. Warner Brothers Discovery has been cutting costs and impressing Wall Street with its ability to unload its debt burden after it merged with Discovery in 2022. Like I said, they already merged. Warner Brothers and Paramount not Warner Brothers and Paramount, but Warner Brothers has already previously done a merger. Warner Brothers did a merger with Discovery. but it still held a stunning $45.1 billion at the end of the third quarter, down from $49.3 billion at the end at the start of 2023. Buying Paramount will not help Warner Brothers' effort to unwind its debt. Paramount has $15.7 billion debt itself, a total that has barely budged all year. So Paramount's debt ain't even went down. At least Warner Brothers has been shedding some of their debt. You know what I'm saying? Those numbers, I know it went from 45. Well, it went from 49 to 45, and in the essence of things, it might not sound like a lot, but that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Paramount ain't shed shit. They still at 15.7. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. So as for Warner Brothers to share some of Paramount's debt burden, both parties would likely look to sell some of their assets to reduce their combined debt and lower their overall expenses. For instance, he said he could see Paramount selling BET or CBS. Now, we already know, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the news, BET is on the hell was that? BET is on the selling block right now. And I believe forgot his name, Byron. I can't remember his last name, but he put up, I think he's ponying up $3 billion to go ahead and try to buy, because I think they're asking for 2, but I think he's gonna come with 3 to go ahead and buy BET, and I think he should. So whether or not that will be sufficient enough for investors to feel comfortable remains to be seen. There's even a possibility that a deal could make it more expensive for Warner Brothers Discovery to pay off its existing debt. Investors don't appear to be in favor of the deal. Since news of the potential deal broke on Wednesday, shares of Warner Brothers have dropped by over 5%, while Paramount stock rose initially on the report but returned to level it was trading at before the report came out. So yeah, man, I'm not, like I said, I don't think this is a good thing. And they could have just been in talks to try to test the waters and see what's going on, how the public will react, how would the market react. As you see, the market reacted by Warner Brothers stock going down and Paramount stock going up. You know what I'm saying? But let me see what they say in the comments. Saying like 20 years is going to only be 3 major studios, Disney, Universal. Hey, that's true. That's true, man. And that's what I don't like, because like I said, that when you don't have the ability to compete anymore, then you lose, you know what I'm saying? You lose all creativity, because if it's only those 3 and they all go by the same status quo, right? If all of those studios operate the same, you're just going to get the same shit movie after movie after movie. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, they won't be competing with each other. They'll be, like you said, there'll only be 3 studios. And it's enough money. They don't even have to, Disney wouldn't even have to compete with Universal. Universal wouldn't even have to compete with Sony, because they're getting so much of a large chunk of the pie. Who cares about creativity? Who cares about competing? So that's how I look at it. And appreciate the sub, man. Appreciate the sub, Perk Minded. Appreciate the sub. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this Paramount Warner Brothers Discovery merger, future merger. Will it happen? I don't think it will happen, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's yet to be seen.